Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Pfaff Porsche Holiday Social. We are home for the holidays in more ways than one. We really wish that we could come to you in person, live, and have all of you here with us. Unfortunately, the COVID concern is just too great at the moment. So it was a late evening last night, but we are here. We have an awesome evening planned for you. We've got some special presentations, some big announcements, some amazing Porsche prizes for you to win, and a whole bunch more. So thank you for joining us this evening. My name is Stefan Walther. I'm the president of your Porsche Club of America, Upper Canada region. We are one of the largest regions in all of the 146 of PCA, and we are proud and we're active, and we love our cars. We love the camaraderie, and it's great to have you along for the ride. I would like to thank Pfaff Porsche for hosting us this evening. Lawrence Yap, creative director, Chris Pfaff, general manager, Matthew Kilkenny. As well, we do have some Upper Canada region volunteers with us this evening. You will see them shortly. Vice President Catherine Menge. We have our Director of Communications behind the camera, Christopher Hebert. We have Jackie Metcalf, who's a director on our board, as well as a club race co-chair. And Jacqueline Woodruff is joining us from Pfaff Porsche as well. So as I mentioned, we have a wonderful few, you can see some of the vehicles around me, some beautiful new GT3s, and we're gonna give you an up-close view of those very shortly. As well, we have Zach Robichaun joining us from Quebec, one of the drivers of Pfaff Motorsports, so he will be talking to you as well. If we have any new members this evening, if you can please write your name in the chat. The chat is the way for you to communicate with us this evening. So any questions you may have as well, please put them into the chat, and Jackie Metcalf will relay them to our presenters, and we will get to them as soon as we can. So in my column this month in the December province, which is at the printer right now, it will soon be in your mailbox. I mentioned that there are goals, and our topmost goal in everything we do is health and safety, which is a big reason why we're coming to you virtually this evening. But it also, this started from before the pandemic. It's in all the events that we do. It's not possible to have fun until you have addressed, the health and safety matters of any event. So another goal that I set out for myself, despite the challenges of the pandemic, is I wanted to see some growth in our club, which was a little bit difficult, as you can imagine, with some lockdowns and us being told to stay at home, can't really be out at a lot of in-person events. As you know, we did many of these virtual events, virtual socials, tech sessions. We even did a virtual grand opening event for the sister dealership for Pfaff, which is Porsche Center Markham. And so we were able to engage quite a bit, and I'm proud to say that our membership grew by 6%, and we are now at just over 2,800 primary members and just over 4,200 total members. That includes our honorary member, it includes family members, associate members. So congratulations to our volunteer team. They've done an exceptional job in some tough times. So our first big announcement of the evening is we have many amazing events set for 2022 already. Even though we are just in December 14th, we have our volunteers working overtime to confirm venues, to confirm, some stops for driving tours, confirm cars and coffees, and a whole assortment of items. So encourage you, once that December province hits your mailbox, check the 2-page spread of the calendar, and you will find all the events that we have confirmed so far. And just know that that list is going to start growing month to month as we confirm more and more. So one particular event that I will highlight is the sister dealership Porsche Center Markham. We have a fine art of sports car detailing, and that event will take place on February the 13th. So watch for more details on that. As well, driver education will be back more fully on track, and we're very excited about that. We have our introductory driving school that will be offered in 2022, and we're all on track to have the full season of events there as well. Signature events, so we're talking about club race. We have that set for July 29th to the 31st at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, Concours de Elegance, once again in Niagara Falls, Fireman's Park, August 28th. We've got our annual picnic, and our annual picnic will be on June the 26th. So a whole bunch of events shift into spring, Sunday, April the 24th. So please have a look at that calendar and start marking your own calendar in your smartphone or on paper, however you like to do it. And we're really hoping that we can get through this current state with the pandemic, and then we can enjoy our events. So please be safe over the holidays, and hopefully we can get everything under control. For our PCA National Porsche Parade, it's just a day's drive this year. So we're doing a driving tour that will actually head to the event, and we're excited about that. We have some volunteers who will be leading that. So it'll be great to have Upper Canada region well represented at that big national week-long event. So also look for that driving tour. And when you do see the registration for Porsche Parade, please do not hesitate to sign up if you're excited to attend, because it will sell out. The registration sells out very quickly for that event. As you can imagine, over 140,000 PCA members across North America. They'll be all eager to go there. So another initiative for this coming year is I'm reaching out to our dealership partners, as well as some of our other partners like C17 Media, C17 Auto Armor, to offer our club members a safe and casual cars and coffee event. So look for several of those popping up throughout the driving season that is coming up. For the next socials, in January, we're taking a little bit of a break. For February, it's TBA at the moment, so stay tuned for an announcement there. We do have to monitor what's going on in Ontario, health and safety wise, to make sure we can offer something that is appropriate. So keep in mind there. And as I mentioned, February 13th, Porsche Center Markham, fine art of sports car detailing. So we also have our UCR Ski Day that's coming back on March 11th. It's at Osler Bluff Ski Club, and you'll see more details in the January province, as well as on our website and through eBlast as well. So stay tuned to that. And this brings me to our next very big announcement. And I'm proud to announce that Pfaff Automotive Group, Porsche Center Markham, and Pfaff Porsche will be the exclusive presenting sponsors of our 2022 Can-Am Challenge Club Race. And this is a huge event, everybody. This is the 25th anniversary. We've been running this event for 25 years. So our club race co-chairs, Jackie Metcalf, Terry Kassan, have been very busy. And for me, there's no perfect partner than Pfaff Automotive Group with Pfaff Motorsports and their winning team, for them to be the exclusive presenting sponsor. So you will be able to see that their pace cars out there. They will have a display out there at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. So please watch out for that. So I'm going to pass it over now to Lawrence Yap, Creative Director at Pfaff Automotive Group. He's going to give you a little walk around of some of the amazing vehicles that we are standing amongst. And stick around. We've got some prizes and some other exciting things coming up.
Great.
Lawrence.
Thanks, Stefan, and it's thank you for coming. We wish we could have all of you here tonight. A number of people on our team put in a lot of work to actually arrange the social for tonight, and I'd like to thank Jacqueline especially, as well as the team here at the store. They, you know, we kind of made the decision last minute to go virtual. I think it was the wise thing to do based on some of what we're seeing, but we're going to try and make this interesting for you. And, you know, as per what seems like tradition now, take a little bit of a walk around the showroom and show you some stuff that just arrived. For those of you that haven't been in a dealership for a while, or maybe even if you have, the new GT3s have just started to land, and we've brought two of them here and kind of fresh off of the truck condition. This one especially with the optional Porsche exclusive pool noodle attachment on the front. Literally just came off of the truck a couple of days ago. Of course, all of the GT3s that we're seeing are destined for customers already, but we thought we would stick a couple of them in the showroom for you tonight. This chalk one is pretty interesting because not only does it have the new shark blue trim piece, so not, you know, it's an option package that comes with shark blue trim on the wheels, on the headlight bezels, as you see here. And then even on the inside, and this one's still got all the wrapping on the seats, we've got shark blue seat belts, shark blue stitching on the side bolsters on the seats, on the steering wheel, and a bunch of other pieces. And Chris, if you can get in a little bit closer there, I think the great thing about this GT3 is that it's got a manual transmission. And the manual transmission in these new GT3s is actually a Porsche Motorsport transmission. It's not a ZF. It's not something that's a supplier piece. It's actually being developed by Porsche Motorsports. And anybody that's driven this gearbox says that it's amazing. This other car that we've got here is maybe a more typical spec, which is what we see more GT3s with, which is actually the PDK. But, you know, as with any Porsche model, there's an infinite variety of customization options. We're a Porsche exclusive flagship dealer, so, you know, we can kind of build the car of your dreams. You may just have to wait for it a little bit. Let's back up a bit. Normally, you know, we would be here in the showroom and it would be filled with cars. I think we've got space for about 30 some odd cars. As most of you know, there's a crazy supply shortage right now. This is essentially all, you know, these SUVs are kind of all we have to sell right now. The one exception is this Panamera Turbo S Sport Turismo, which we thought would be interesting to show you. It's chalk as well. This is a 680 horsepower wagon. This one's got chalk stitching, carbon trim, a bunch of other neat pieces to kind of tie the interior and exterior together. Got a bit of a gimbal thing happening here. Oop, there we go. There we go. Cool. Okay. So we thought we'd show this to you as well. It kind of shows just how far you can go if you're speccing a car with black painted high gloss trim pieces here, a 21-inch wheel, black exhaust pipes, etc., etc. So this car is actually available. It's for a very specific kind of buyer. One other wagon we want to show you before we get to some race car stuff is, let's walk down here. These have just started to land. And this is one of our first customer Taycan Cross Turismo wagons. This is actually a 4S, so this is like the slow one. And as Chris and Stefan can attest to, having test driven one the other day, the slow one is really, really fast. It's makes about 520 horsepower. You can get a 650 and a 750 horsepower version. It's got a really big trunk. It's got 400 kilometers of range. And this one has a really neat interior as well, with a chalk and black contrasting interior, high gloss aluminum roof rails to match this window trim, and these exclusive 21-inch wheels that look kind of like ninja blades. This is kind of my favorite daily driver Porsche right now. After having spent some time in it, I think it's really, really special. And it really needs to be seen in person. While we don't have a wagon version to test drive, we do have a Taycan 4S to test drive. So if you haven't tried the electric Porsche out yet, we'd really encourage you to come on down and check it out. But as is our tradition at these events for the last number of years, tonight we want to talk to you about racing and about the Pfaff Motorsports program. We have a special guest here tonight. He's probably pretty familiar to a number of you if you've been to a few of those events. And that's Steve Bordelotti, who is the general manager of Pfaff Motorsports, and he's going to tell you a little bit about 2021 and give you a sneak preview of our plans for 2022.
All right. Thank you, Lawrence. We appreciate everyone tuning in online. 2021 was an amazing season for Pfaff Motorsports. You know, after cutting our 2020 season short, obviously we came back with a vengeance. Daytona, as unfortunately as typical, didn't start off the way we wanted it to. But in typical Pfaff Motorsports fashion, we came back and won the 12 Hours of Sebring, which was, you know, our single greatest accomplishment as a team. Following that, had some a little bit of turbulence through the middle part of the season, and then the last half was absolutely incredible. And I'm joined tonight by Zach Robichaun, who was a key part of that success in the second half of the season, where we went on an absolute tear, winning 3 races and finishing second in the other 2 in the final 5 races. So went on to win the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship GTD Championship, another amazing accomplishment for our team. And joining us tonight is Zach Robichaun from Mont-Tremblant, I believe is where he is. So maybe Zach, if you want to just say hello real quick.
Yeah, hey everybody. Montreal, actually, Steve. You usually get that. But yeah, no, thanks for having me, guys. And it's been a great few years with the team, and looking forward to.
Right. So anyway, we'll what we do is we've got a little bit of a teaser for you. So what we've worked on this whole season has been a long form documentary video. So typically what we've done is post these short, 30-second to 45-second videos after each race weekend, recapping the action. But what we thought we'd do this year was throw together a long format video. So what we'll do is we'll throw up a little teaser for everyone, and you guys can take a quick look. And this video will be launching at the end of next week. So hopefully you'll check it out. It's about half an hour to 40 minutes long, kind of recapping the whole season, and you catch all the highs and lows of the drama of our 2021 championship winning season.
I'm going to do something. I want to do it at its highest level. For me, it's really about that personal challenge of pushing myself to the limit.
Driving cars, finding that edge, and sometimes going over it, trying to be the best at what you're doing.
And these races, they're intense. It's a competition, the camaraderie. These big teams, you act as one. Jumping over that wall, you can make or break this race if you don't perform it.
The goal for 2021 is simple. It's to win a championship.
You have to think about the consequences. If you make a mistake, do you get punished?
I've never left a championship without winning one, and I don't plan on starting that now.
All right. So thank you. Thanks for tuning into that. So obviously, since 2019, entering the IMSA championship, we've been with Zach Robichaun. And obviously, it's a very bittersweet evening because this is kind of our final send-off with Zach as a Pfaff Motorsports driver. So it was a kind of a match made in heaven when we all came together, Canadian team. At the time, we had an all-Canadian driver lineup for the full season, which was great. With him and Scott Hargrove. And then as time progressed, Zach has been with the team for every single one of our starts. So he's our longest serving driver, actually, which is very exciting. And to have a bit of a laugh, our relationship with Zach at Pfaff started off kind of fun. So in 2016, Zach had a bit of a collision with our car at the Toronto Indy. We still believe it's his fault, but when he was driving with Mark Motors, and then obviously we saw his tenacity and his talent, grow from there. So obviously we have a ton of respect and admiration for Zach, and maybe we'll just let Zach kind of tune in, because Zach's not going away. As much as our time together for now is coming to an end, it's certainly doors aren't closed with Zach Robichaun, and he'll be racing against us next year. I guess I'll let Zach kind of let everyone know what he's up to.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Steve. I think we still disagree on what happened in 2016. It was maybe not the best start to our relationship, but I think at the same time, we've obviously kind of looked past that. It's been crazy 3 years. We've definitely had some ups and downs. I think, from where we started in 2019, first race at Daytona, we, as a whole team, I look back at that as a pretty special, first experience. And then, where we've come since then has been incredible. And, for myself, a sprint championship in 2019 with you guys. And then obviously this year with the 12 Hours of Sebring and winning the overall championship. I don't really think we could have asked for a better 3 years. As Steve mentioned, unfortunately, the end of the current road with the team, I pretty emotional, I would say, when we were at Road Atlanta. I think, in my mind, I had to win a championship with them. We had to win the overall championship. So I think that's absolutely, the best way to end it, and nothing but great memories. Going into the future, I'll be racing up on track against Pfaff, so something that'll be a little bit different. But I'll be joining Wright Motorsports for the endurance races next year, so a little bit of a lighter volume for myself, but I'm definitely still gonna be on track and competing in those big races, and looking forward to see what happens next with the Pfaff Motorsports team as well.
All right. Yeah. So as Zach mentioned, we'll be on track with him next year. So all's not lost. We'll be competing in the newly announced GTD Pro category. So our Applied Porsche is here with me tonight. It's the same but different. So we're some minor adjustments. You'll see the number plates are red now. The mirrors are red. And you'll also conveniently notice that there's no driver names on the vehicle. We're going to have to keep that confidential for now. Unfortunately, the press release is due to come out this Saturday, so we'll have a very exciting driver announcement coming for you. And I can't say too much more about it, but I certainly think our Plaid Porsche looks incredible. And Motool's been an amazing partner. They're returning for a third season with us, and going head to head in our final race this year against the Total oil car was very important for us to come out on top. So really appreciate Motool's support, and be sure to check out our other partners at Haggerty, at C17 Media, and Orlando Corporation as well. They've been all amazing partners for the last few years, and Haggerty was a new one we added this season, and they've been absolutely spectacular as well. So from here, I guess we'll turn it back over to Lawrence and hit the sorry, to Catherine. Sorry.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. My name is Catherine Menji. For those of you who might not know me, I'm the Vice President of Upper Canada Region. Happy to be here today. And I get the fun job of pulling out the prize draws for tonight. We have a bunch of trivia questions for you. Before we do that, though, I would like to make note that Upper Canada Region will be donating $250 to the toy drive here at Pfaff. So that will be coming shortly to them as well. So we've got a bunch of trivia questions. And so I hope you have your tapping fingers ready as we go through them all. And as Chris can pan across the table here, there's lots of goodies to be had. So the very first one we're going to be doing is this hat and scarf right here. This is the prize you can win. The question is, in 2021, what model was the number 9 Pfaff Porsche race car? What model was the number 9 Pfaff Porsche race car? Jackie will be looking at the results online, and
Yeah. So GT3R is the answer. Rob Payne.
Congratulations, Rob Payne. The answer was 911 GT3R. And we also love Jackie's sweater. Second question here. And the prize is going to be this lovely duffel bag right here, Martini Racing duffel bag. The question is, what IMSA WeatherTech class did the Pfaff Motorsports team win in 2021?
Peter, what's your last name?
Peter, what is your last name? You were the first to answer, but we don't know your last name. Please type it in.
Lockhart.
Lockhart. Peter Lockhart, congratulations. You get the duffel bag. Okay. Now we're going to have two winners for these lovely model cars right here. They are the 911 GT3R with the Pfaff livery on them. And the question is, in 2021, at a championship battle that came down to the final race, Pfaff Motorsports captured its first ever IMSA WeatherTech GTD win at which race? Ooh, I can see all your fingers tapping.
Mike Mayall and Doug Armstrong.
All right, Mike Mayo. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that one correctly. And which Doug Armstrong? Congratulations. The answer was Petit Le Mans at Road Atlanta. That was the answer. Okay, the next prize, again, it's for the first two people to answer correctly. It's going to be a UCR hat and sweater combination. We will work with you on what size you need if you are the winner. The question is, what are the last names of the two full season 2021 Pfaff race drivers? So the year that just completed right now, the last names of the two full season drivers.
So Wayman Jang got the first
Wayman
one.
Jang, congratulations. We knew you'd get that. Fast fingers.
If spelling doesn't count, we have Dan Engelbrecht.
Dan Engelbrecht. And the answers were Zach Robichaun and Lawrence Van Thor. So Robichaun and Van Thor was what we were looking for. All right, next question. Also, there's going to be two winners for this one, and it's a Martini Racing knapsack. Very nice. The laptop fits in it beautifully. It's padded and everything. So the question is, what are the last names of the other two 2021 Pfaff Endurance race drivers? It's a large team at Pfaff. What are the last names? No one yet? There's two other Pfaff Endurance race drivers. What are their last names? Oh, did we stump you?
Oh, we got one. We have two prizes for this one. So
We
here
do.
we go. So,
We have two
the
Martini
winners,
Racing knapsacks.
Terrence TGC, I assume that's Terrence Tong, and
Terrence Tong, Terrence TGC. Is that Terrence Tong?
yeah,
Okay.
and then I apologize for the pronunciation. Appadeep, also got Kern and Campbell.
Appadeep.
What's your last name, Appadeep?
Please type in your last name, just so we have it, so we can mail the prizes. And so for the rest of you, the answers there were Lars Kern and Matt Campbell. Those were the two endurance race drivers. Okay, we move on. This next one, again, we have two winners or two prizes to give out. And it is this Christmas tree ornament. Whoops, sorry. There we go, Christmas tree ornament. And the question is, In summer 2021, what company announced it was expanding into Canada through a partnership with Pfaff? We're getting tricky here. Two winners for this. Two ornaments to be given out.
So we have Troy Stevenson.
Troy
and Adam
Stevenson
Ivers.
and Adam Ivers. Congratulations. So the answer to that question was Lithia Motors or Lithia and Driveway. I think we would have accepted either one. Okay, and then we have another two tree ornaments as well. So another two prizes. The question is, what year did Hans J. Pfaff open his first dealership in Newmarket? In what year did he open it? Two winners for this one. Play the Jeopardy music. Have
We
you
have
stumped?
two. Okay, the winner. The answer is 1964.
That's correct.
Darren, what's your last name?
Darren, please
And
type in your
Ben
last name.
L. Ben, what's your last name?
Ben L.
Ben.
Ben L, please type in your last name. And Darren, is that right?
Darren Kramer.
Darren Kramer,
Ben Lung. Ben Lung.
Ben Lowe.
Hey, Ben.
And yeah, the answer was 1964. So well done. And now we have a model car. I can't promise which one. It's one of these three right here. It's three model cars to be had. And the question is, in 1964, what brand of cars did Hans Pfaff start selling? In 1964, what brand of car did he sell for one of the model cars? Amelia Chang. Congratulations. The answer was Volkswagen. Next one for another one of the model cars. Question is, in what year was Chris Pfaff inducted into the Canadian Motorsport Hall of Fame for the pivotal role he played in the development of a long list of Canadian racers? In what year was he inducted into the Canadian Motorsport Hall of Fame? Drum roll.
Shane R. Shane, what's your last name?
Shane R. Can you please tell us your last name? Romatella. Congratulations. The answer was 2017 for everyone else playing along at home. Okay.
What's your shoes?
Show my shoes?
Pfaff shoes.
Pfaff shoes. There you go. Otherwise known as just a fluke that I love these shoes. Next is for another model car. And it is, what color are the headlights in the GTD Pro class? This was mentioned just a little bit earlier today. In the Pro class, in the GTD Pro class, what color are the headlights?
Carolyn Stewart.
Carolyn Stewart, congratulations. The answer is either white or clear. All right, and our final question, there's two prizes for this, and it's going to be a computer mouse. And the question is, Pfaff Automotive Partners is the parent company. Name two other divisions of Pfaff. They have their fingers in a lot of things.
We need two others, right?
Two winners.
And
So-
I need to name two each.
Yes. So if Pfaff Automotive Partners is the parent company, what are two other divisions of Pfaff? Yes, let's try and find some new winners as well. These are great prizes, these mice, computer mice. Thanks to Pfaff for donating them as well. No. Do you want some hints?
We had enough answers.
Mhm.
So Elvis's iPhone. What's your name?
Elvis, what's your last name, please? Is it Stoico? Is it Presley? Enrique? Elvis Enrique, congratulations. And one more winner. Hmm.
Bruno. Bruno, what's your last name?
Bruno, what is your last name, please? Because of Martili? Marsili. Bruno Marsili, congratulations. So there was a couple different answers for that one. Pfaff Tuning, Pfaff Marine, Pfaff Reserve, Pfaff Auto Works. So clearly Pfaff has a lot of skills in a lot of different areas. And that concludes the prizes for this evening. And do you want to say anything or can I just close it up? We can just close it up. So thanks again for joining us tonight. And again, sorry that we had to turn this into a digital event tonight, but as you can see, this is the extent of people that are here, plus the Pfaff team. And yeah, stay safe, everyone. Happy holidays. And we look forward to seeing you next year.